So, as most people know, this weekend, the movie Red Tails came out. It was funded completely by George Lucas, and his studio produced it, everything. Some odd $100 million he spent. And it's about the Tuskegee Airmen, and it's an all-black cast. The main cast of the movie, and you know, there's articles online you can read where they talk about how he pitched it to this theater and that theater, and I mean not theater, movie studio, and nobody wanted to pick it up. So he just took it up upon himself to fund it and get it out there. So of course the subject has been, for like the past week, everybody go out and see it, you know, buy a ticket so we can show Hollywood that black movies are profitable, you know, in a non-stereotypical sense, you know, not, you know, dressing like a woman, or, you know, being a thug, or baby mama, ghetto, whatever. Excuse me. What this video is about, that brought this up for me. Why are blacks still to this day what I'd like to call a consolation prize? You know, it's still a running joke, you know. If a white man's daughter brings home a black man, you know, it brings this honor to the family, you know, like when in, you know, comedy shows and stuff, sitcoms, a girl joking, say, you know, I'm gonna bring a black guy home, and you know, they have the laugh track in the back, it's funny, you know, it's frowned upon, but yet everywhere you walk you still see single mothers of, you know, white girls who are single, who are mothers with biracial children. So at the end of the day, they still are attracted to black men. I don't know if it's I doubt it's the personality more than anything. I think it's the mystique and the vanity of trying something different because they don't know anything about black culture. But it's the same with African American women. It's like you downgrade when you are of another race and you get with a black person with an African American. I don't understand why that's the case. I really don't. Like, I do, but I feel like if you're gonna sit here on TV and say America, United States is post-racial, then that's something that shouldn't be going on. So that's how stupid that is every time I hear a politician come on TV and say, you know, America's post-racial. They say that because white Americans voted first of all, he's not African American. He identifies as that, but at his core, he is half African. His father's African, and his mother is white. So they voted for a biracial president, and like, so they say we're post-racial now. No, it's not, because you can walk all over the country, go anywhere, you're gonna have people who are gonna look at you crazy if you are in an interracial relationship, period. They're not okay with that. Yeah, you got your community as well, everybody's fine, they don't really care, but on the grand scheme of things, it's still not acceptable. You know, people will deal with a white person being with an Asian girl, that's the one thing, for the most part, nobody ever has a problem with. If a white man is with an Asian woman, nobody really cares. It's normal. I joke about that. I say you can't really even consider that interracial because it's so common. Most Americanized Asian girls don't even date Asian men. They date, white guys. I'm in the South. I'm in the deeper part of the South. I live in Southwest Louisiana, in Lake Charles, as I've said before. It's not too far from the Texas border. You'll get in the Orange, and then of course Beaumont, and Houston, etc., etc., etc. All of the, cities and towns and counties in Texas, 'cause Texas is huge. And around here it's still really, really traditional, old school South. So you're never gonna have gay marriage here. You got white girls with biracial babies all over the place. It's normal, but the white people can't stand it. Like, they're not really vocal openly about it, but they murmur about it. You can see it in their face when they see interracial couples, and it's vice versa when it's a black people see it. They're not okay with it for the most part. But when the children come into the picture, they are tolerant. They grow close to this child, because first of all, the child is innocent. The child don't have nothing to do with the parents, and they coexist. But it's tolerance, not acceptance. And I think the answer to this, John Legend kind of touched on this. He was on CNN a couple of years ago. He said being colorblind is not the answer. Intolerance is not the answer. Acceptance is the answer. I am not colorblind. Just like he said that, I'm saying it too. I'm not colorblind. I see your color, but that does not define you. First you are a man, or first you are a woman. You have this accomplishment, this, your personality, etc. But I appreciate the fact that you are a black man, or a white man, or Asian man, Indian, etc. Your culture, your religion, whatever. Your race doesn't define you, but it's a part of you, and I'm not going to ignore it or accept it. Be tolerant of it. I accept it. It's who you are. It's a part of you. It's one dimension of you. It doesn't define you completely. But my thing is, why, when it comes to any race in the world, at the end of the day, no matter what country you go to, even in Africa, black Africans now, in West Africa, go to South Africa, North, East, whatever, are looked at as a lower on the totem pole than other races. A white man brings home a black girlfriend, his mother and his father might have a heart attack. It's like the black woman is looked at as kind of okay, even by black men in certain parts of the United States. That's a northern thing. It ain't down here, because for the most part, black men in the South still marry black women. For the most part, you go down the street, young, old, in the middle, the black men are married to black women. Interracial couples are here, on the regular, but it's still a minority versus same race marriages, because like I said, this city is very, very traditional, very traditional. You go to New Orleans, it's really diverse, multicultural, but here, smaller, and it's just really traditional. So, to wrap this video up, what are your thoughts on blacks being looked at in everything as a consolation prize, something you settle for, not being just a good catch, like anything else would considered low tier? Let me know in the comments below. comment, rate, subscribe. Like I said, just let me know below what you think. Alright.